Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to The Simple Life 2. So I got my skeleton spawner running. Been sitting here for a little while and I have gotten tons and tons of levels and tons of drops. So as we can see, we've got 30 rare loot bags here. We have an entire 64 of uncommons there, plus 9 more. We have 13 common loot bags, 3 epic loot bags, 14 legendary loot bags, 51 stacks of arrows, 12 stacks of Inferium essence, almost 6 stacks of skeleton skulls, and 51 stacks of bones. So yeah, we've gotten lots of stuff here. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go through here and open up all of these loot bags. I have 2 iron chests here, both of them empty, and we're going to see how much stuff we get out of here. So yep, I'm going to open all those and then I'll be back. So these loot bags have a very distinctive drop pattern. So if we take a look in the first chest here, this is the uncommon loot bag. It was almost a guarantee what I was going to get every time. So this is the common loot bag here. This is actually a little bit more varied than the uncommon, and it's probably not so much items that we need. The paper is nice because of the recipe in this pack. Name tags and leads, so-so, but the rest of it is just kind of meh. The iron, glowstone especially, the prismarine crystals, nickel, prudentia, that's all really nice stuff there. Now when we look in this other chest, this is our more uncommon ones, and actually we have an uncommon bag here. So let's go ahead and drop all of that in there, and you can see it's pretty well a guarantee what you're getting. So now this is our rare, epic, and legendary. So here we have the rare in these top 3 lines. A lot of variety, but a lot of really good stuff. We have pig iron nuggets, night slime nuggets, ardite and cobalt nuggets, silver, nickel, uranium, constantan, electrum and steel, vibrant alloy, and pulsating iron, which are all very important for later on. We also get blocks of nickel, uranium ingots, skeleton skulls, like we need more of those, prismarine shards, enderpearls, gold, electrum, constantan, blocks of quartz, and blocks of iron. So, and these iron upgrades from progressive automation, which we might have to take a look at the uses on those. Now these here, just these 6 right here, were what I got from the epic loot bags. Now, I didn't have very many, so this is not an accurate cross-section, but we got manulin, blocks of uranium, aluminum, copper, vibrant alloy, and some Visaline pellets. So we might have to take a look at the Viscraft in order to get this stuff used and have an airship. And then finally we have the epic loot bags, which apparently love to give out wood to iron chest upgrades, because we got 8 of them out of 14 epic loot bags. But we got blocks of night slime and pig iron, ardite and cobalt. We got manulin ingots, the diamond upgrades from progressive automation, supremium essence, superium apple, solarium, dark steel, overgrowth seeds from Botania, and blocks of emerald. So there's a lot of loot there. We can see already I've got more bags here. So, yeah, that fits right into what we usually get out of those. So now I get to carry all that stuff up, and what I would like to do now, because I have died a fair number of times because of 0 armor. So I want to get myself some armor, and because of all of these levels that I'm carrying, I want to get it enchanted. So I'm going to get all this stuff hauled up to the base area. We'll take a look at getting some enchantment set up, and hopefully getting some enchanted armor. So I had to go out in the middle of the night and picked up a whole bunch of rotten flesh and set it up in this little system. I have a hopper going into a drying rack, and that is going into another hopper. So this hopper will only pull out the finished leather, and every time that it does, this one will drop in a new piece of rotten flesh. And so we can make our leather fairly easily so that we can make books. So I think I've got everything together here. We have 46 pieces of leather and a whole bunch of paper, and of course that was made with saplings. I used, I think it was a stack and a half of dark oak saplings to make that. We still have a little bit of paper, but not too much. But we're going to make those, and we need one of those books to make our enchantment table. And then we need the rest of these books to make bookshelves. Why do I have so many planks? I don't know. But any way you look at it, we have dark oak bookshelves from cork. So let's go and see what these look like. I actually did not realize we were going to get dark oak bookshelves. But we'll go ahead and place these down here. They just look really dark. So we'll go ahead and place these down, and yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be an issue. Let's go ahead and drop that there. We'll put our enchantment table here. And then we still need a couple more of these. So now we should have a level 30 enchantment. Now I was looking through some of the armor availabilities, and our ultimate goal is going to be the Supremium armor from Mystical Agriculture. But we're not going to be able to get there for a long time, because to make this takes the Supremium armor core, which takes 3 wither skeleton skulls and another star. Just for one of them, and each piece of armor requires one. And then the rest of it is fairly easy, so we'll be able to work our way down through that, but yeah, that's rather pricey. But so in the meantime, the next best armor that we can make is diamond. So let's go ahead and make ourselves our diamond armor. So we'll go ahead and do this. Ew, I did that wrong. So we'll go ahead and do this, and this, and this, and there we go. We have a full set of diamond armor. We still have tons of diamonds. We have 7 3/4 stacks. So yeah, I don't think we're going to have any problems with that. Let's go ahead and bring this over here, and let's see what we can get on these. So, Unbreaking 3. I don't think I like you. Protection 3. No! Protection 3? No! Protection 3. Are you freaking kidding? That's... Oh. Okay. Well, I am going to make like some stone pickaxes or something. I'm going to make some garbage and try to make that enchanted and see what I can get on these diamond armor. So I'll be back in just a little bit. So I do believe I got a fairly decent set of armor. We got Blast Protection 4, Aqua Affinity, and Respiration 3 on our helmet, so that's pretty nice. Blast Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3 on our chest plate, not bad. Fire Protection 4 on our leggings, and Depth Strider 3 on our boots. I would have liked to have had some feather falling on there, but I guess that's better than nothing. But hey, we've got shiny diamond armor on now, so that makes me feel much better. But I got to looking at what we want to work on next, and what I was wanting to do was get a refined storage system up, because obviously we need to get all of our items together. This storage building is more of an aesthetic deal than anything else. You know, we're going to put a lot of crates and things like that, and it's going to look neat, but all in all, our storage is going to be taken care of by some refined storage stuff. Well, I started looking at what we need for refined storage, and of course we need quartz enriched iron, and we need a lot of it. Now, quartz enriched iron is iron ingots and nether quartz. Well, we have a fair amount of nether quartz just from our loot bags. but a stack and a half of nether quartz is not going to go very far. So I think it's time we make ourselves a nether portal and head over there. And what I was thinking was that we put it somewhere up in this area. So what I want to do, I'm going to extend the path out just a little bit here, try to figure out a way to go up the side of the mountain just a little bit, and then we'll try to set up some type of a decorative portal room over here. So, yep, see what I can do, and I'll be back. Well, I'm kind of getting a little bit of a shape down here on what I'm going to build this portal room to look like. And yeah, now I'm going to go through and start replacing all of this with chisels and bits. But the idea here is that we're going to be doing like our astral sorcery up here on top of the mountain. And so I want this to be kind of looking up, have it open to the sky so that we can look up at that. And also we've got Caterin over here, and she's building something. I think it's supposed to be like a deli or something like that. So that ought to be kind of neat. But I'm using Britannia floral powders as dyes, and because of that I had to go out on an expedition to find a whole bunch of the dyes, and I found a village that had an immersive engineering building in it. So I got some wooden storage crates. Now these are really nice. They hold their inventory. And in my backpack, I have 2 more that are empty. So we've got tons and tons of storage available to us now. So that's real nice. But if we take a look at the map, we can see I went all over the place trying to find this, and we found this. So if we zoom in on this thing, we can see this is a roguelike dungeon. Now I didn't even know those were in here, and apparently their spawn rate is very low, which is good, but we'll have to go and take that out here soon. But yeah, I think now I'm gonna go ahead and I'll probably just start from the bottom and work my way up. We're gonna have wooden beams holding this up, and I think it's going to look pretty neat, so I'm going to get to work on that, and we'll see what it looks like. So that, oh my god, does that look amazing. So I wanted to have like a reinforced joint where the vertical pillar met the angled pillar. And so what I did is I made some factory blocks from chisel. These guys are pretty easy to make. It takes 4 smooth stone and 4 iron ingots. It makes 32 of them. And then I chiseled them into this slightly rusty plate. That is just absolutely amazing. It looks like there's rivets going through this thing all over the place. And yeah, that is amazing. So now I need to continue this up further, and I'm almost feeling like that is too big. I might have to take a little bit off of the top of it, but then I can copy that one and use it to create the pattern all the way up. And then I will duplicate this pillar in the other 2 locations. So that is how I do that. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of modification to that, continue it up, replace those other 2 pillars, and we'll take a look at what that looks like. Well, that is looking absolutely amazing. But I am kind of feeling like it needs a little bit more, maybe some diagonal bracing from that point out to the middle of this, and maybe some X bracing between the pillars themselves. I don't know. What do you guys think? To me, it just kind of looks like they're flimsy. And with something like this, I get the feeling it would be built very heavily. So I don't know. We'll just have to see what you guys think about that. But I am thinking it is time to start working up there in the top now. Now the basalt bricks that I have there, that's just kind of a placeholder block for The shape of this thing, I'm not going to be using those in the construction of this. Instead, I'm thinking of using these guys, dried bricks from Tinker's Construct, which unfortunately take forever to process. This has been sitting here working for, I would say a good 4 or 5 hours. And it has given me that many. We can see how slow the progress bar moves on these things. And I think it moves slower when it rains, which it rains a lot in this map. But so I am going to go ahead and grab these. Now these dried bricks, they craft up just like the other normal bricks. So we'll go ahead and grab those and we'll take a look at this brick real quick. I really like the look of it. It's a little different than the standard vanilla bricks, but at the same time it has basically the same texture. But yeah, I'm gonna go up there and start replacing the basalt with that, and the glass portions are going to get a different block yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to use for that yet. But I've got a little bit more work to do there on the base of that, and then I'll be back. So I've changed this quite a few times. I have repeatedly taken different materials, different patterns, all kinds of things, and I think I've finally got the materials that I want. But starting onto the glass domed area, and I've got this. This is currently a quarter-sized block going over the edge of the arch, and I don't think I want to make that any smaller. Now it's just to smooth it off, and then I need to put a few more details inside of that arch and then fill it with glass. And then comes the fun part of extending all of that back, and I'm going to have at least 2 more of those arches further back. So I'll try to figure this out, and then I will be back once more. Well, that is really starting to look pretty cool. I used some black stained glass for that, and then I chiseled it into this streaked glass. And that allows me to have glass without a border. That is kind of nice, so I can have these large panes of glass, no edges or anything like that. Now what I've got to do is take this whole side and mirror it over to the other side. Now, one thing that I wish that we could do so badly with chisels and bits is to mirror a large section of blocks and not just one block at a time. Of course, that is a huge memory requirement and processor requirement, so I can kind of understand why that's not done. But there's a lot of blocks there, and it's going to take me a long time to move all of that. But unfortunately, we're not going to get to the Nether today because I am out of time for today. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, or have any ideas on what it is that I'm actually doing as a style for the buildings, let me know down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!